my audio good because this thing be tweaking sometimes. What's happening, world? It's your main man in effect, Amaury Love. And yep, it's been a minute. The last live I did, I was in Puerto Rico. That bit was whole lit. And since I came back, bro, like y'all have no idea, bro. Man, I I got no choice but to laugh at circumstances. Granted, you know what I'm saying, I'm extremely blessed and highly favored, and I'm extremely fortunate and grateful for everything that I'm experiencing. However, I don't know why it feels so challenging. It's almost like a big ass burden on my back. That's the crazy. That's what it feels like. And I know, especially when it comes to like when I speak to like my younger homies and stuff like that, or my young ones, whatever, right? I be really so adamant about like, bro, do what you want to do right now. Like, especially when you got the time to do what you want to do, like, do it. You feel me? Like, yeah, we all got days we might not want to say do nothing, but just vibe out and collect yourself. I think that's important as well. But when you're in a space where you have a lot of time, you can allocate a lot of time to yourself and kind of do what you want to do, like, don't waste it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if, you know, in my late teens, my early 20s, I was so used to not doing that. Like, I was like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I want to go out. I want to have nice clothes. I want to, ooh, ooh. You know what I'm saying? I want to get girls. So I kind of burned out my desires. Well, not really, but not early. But like, I went through a thing of just like trying to attain the things I've always wanted. You feel me? I always felt like I was kind of late. And moving, now that I'm in like my mid 30s, which sounds crazy. I don't feel like it. Like, I still feel like I'm young as fuck. I'm 35, right? But, looking back in retrospect, I wouldn't change nothing because I've got to experience some like really dope shit. But simultaneously, I, I hope I could be an example of like, don't rush. I mean, don't, like, if you know what you want to do and you can lock in, just lock in. You get what I'm saying? Put in the work early. Because now in this point of space in life that I'm in, I'm trying to find balance, right? Like, I work so much that, um, which is crazy because I don't even feel like, where's it going? I work so much that I don't find the balance to like do for me, right? So even when I'm not working and I have this little like 2 3 hour window of kind of like doing what I want to do, um, or which is working on like my dreams, but it feels, man, it's like it feels so limited. You get what I'm saying? Especially when something comes to something like creating, you want this abundance of time. I can only compare it to like, you ever play like a RPG game. No, I ain't confused. I'm more so I'm actually very certain of what the fuck going on. But I can compare it to like an RPG game. If I'm playing an RPG game, bro, you can't do nothing in an hour or two. Like, you barely touching the surface if you play an hour or two of the game versus having 4 or 5 hours to like play. And that's how I kind of feel when it comes to creating at this point. Now, I mean, because I got so much that I have to do, um, that it whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it gives me something to talk about, but simultaneously it could just be a little frustrating, especially doing stuff like this. Like, I want to allocate more time to hop on live and chop it up with y'all, but also I'm working on shit and I want something to show. Like, I just don't want to be the person on live, just, you know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, I think to anyone that knows what they want to do or have an idea, and you young and you ain't worried about paying bills and making sure you ain't homeless and you got time and the space, man, take fully advantage. Absolutely, I believe that too. It's funny, I was just writing about that. What's good, yo? I was just writing about that because early on I had when I was like 21. I read The Secret, right? And it was crazy because I didn't even know that shit existed at the time when I read it. And I remember it was like a bookstore that was closing. I just happened to see that some book called Chariot of the Gods, and I seen the Chariot of the Gods shit because I had three pyramids. I'm like, I'm trying to know what the fuck is in that book, and so boom, I read The Secret, and it's talking about the law of attraction, and our thoughts are like radio frequencies, and we attract what we think. Woo, woo. And I remember kind of being in doubt, like, the fuck is what you mean, what you think, man, whatever. So I remember I was sitting outside my workplace, right, and I was reading The Secret, and I'm talking about when I first read The Secret. Tristan, my bad. What's good? What's good, Lucas? Um, so, boom, I'm sitting there reading The Secret, sitting in front, waiting for my ride and shit like that. And I see one of my supervisors walking in. This lady named Miss Doll. She would be bad back in the day. So Miss Doll like walk up to me and shit. She's like, "What you reading?" I was like, "Yo, I'm just reading The Secret." Goddamn. And I'm sorry about that, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, man. So boom. So I tell her I'm reading The Secret, she reaches in her purse and pulls that bitch out, and she's like, I don't walk anywhere without this. And that shit blew my mind because I'm here questioning, is this a real thing? And that was confirmation that that was it. Get what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, that's powerful. You know what I mean? Because you think about it, I've heard like Karis once say this, like, if you close your eyes, you can see without seeing, you can hear without hearing, you can speak without speaking. Where's that coming from? And on an esoteric type of thought, that's that inner is your connection to the divine, it's your connection to God. That's so good. Why are you trolling, Bang? Talk about your look. If that happened, I'm sorry, bro, but you ain't gotta do all that. But shout out to Kakashi 303. Uh, Kakashi 303 is a crazy ass name. Shout out, we fuck with Kakashi over here, Naruto. But anyways, I'm saying all this to say that yeah, I think The Secret is really a real thing. It's definitely a scratch on the surface of things on a deeper level. Because at least for me, that was kind of like my introduction to consciousness and what that actually means. And then it took me on that road of like, okay, so what's religion and what's spirituality and what do these things mean? And why do people believe this and that? You know what I'm saying? And this is around the whole Illuminati. Remember, like 2012, 2013, everybody was talking about the Illuminati. And the funny part is watching all those conspiracy videos had me. It kind of opened my mind because it's like, oh, the third eye. What the fuck is the third eye? Then Egyptian people talking about it, what that mean. And oh no, first it was like Buddhism, because like in Buddhism, uh, you know, they study chakras and how every chakra has a color, and each chakra point is it's like a different attribute of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so whatever, then boom, we talk about the third eye, which is the right under the crown chakra right here, and then whatever that took me into another. Everything links together. The further back you go, the more you see this. There's like a tree of knowledge and information where everything comes from. So I went through this like rabbit hole of of information and consciousness or whatever. Now all and the beginning the beginning of that type of thought and understanding came just by reading The Secret. It was just the surface of what would have come to be and shit like that. But anyways, even with bringing that up and saying all this to say, you focus and think about what you want now, and you got the time to do it, just do it, man. Because even just being trapped, not trapped, I don't even say trapped, but being a part of like the system and working and having a 9 to 5, woo, woo, right? And kind of having to do it because, bro, I gotta pay bills. It's just the way, like, even the circumstances doesn't allow me to just be like, fuck it, let me. I mean, like, it's just, but you see how much effort or energy you got to put it on a daily basis just so you can get by, right? and the way that everything's set up is kind of, you know what I mean, like unfair. But at the same time, you got to do what you can do with the hand that you're dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you draw a bad hand. You feel me? Who knows? That next draw can make all those cards in your hand make sense. You feel me? I'm waiting for that next draw. Like, bro, man, bro, I got the field laid out. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got the God card in my hand, but I can't summon that motherfucker because I can't tribute monsters. That's what you feel right now. Wow, the Yu-Gi-Oh reference. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, this has definitely truly been a journey, and I've been in a real retrospective mode lately, especially because I'm working on my next little project and stuff like that. Like not little, I mean, can't do that. I'm working on my next thing, and I'm working on being more transparent music wise has me in thought. You know what I'm saying? Like of the things that I've experienced and what I could potentially talk about, and it has me think like, dang, like when I was doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like I could have been focused here, but you was just, but whatever. The story is a story. It allows me to talk about the shit that I can talk about now. You know what I'm saying? Man, but too, yo, man, let me be what's it called? An example of what not to do. Um, 'Cause I think that's the key too. Like you gotta, we are byproducts of what our parents, it's just like a trickle effect, right? You only know what you know, and if you don't know, how you gonna know? You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that I learned later on in my years that, dang, why I didn't get put onto that earlier? You feel me? Like, but you know, it all serves its purpose, and I'm seeing it actually like show itself in real time. So like for instance, I had took like a online business class for selling digital products or something like that. Not just digital products, but things with like whatever, if it's shirts, hat, whatever, right? Anything you want to sell, just how to set up your storefront, how to put yourself in SEO, how to market, and how to collect data, all this stuff, right? Because that's why I was like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna take, because how they pitched that class, I was like, man, I'm finna be making money. And I remember I was with my ex at the time, and I was just actually no, me and my ex were going through it, and I'm like, man, I'm finna run out this bag, and I'm gonna make sure that we good. Nah, bro. Hold on. See, before I continue my story, I'm gonna address Juan Galvez. Nah, see, you got to see the bigger picture. I'm speaking to the people, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking to whoever's sitting and watching just as yourself, right? And two, because I saved these lives, this is something that people look back on later when shit is moving and be like, damn, this man is actually speaking about something and being very articulate and also knows what he's looking at. And if you look at anyone that's been great or anybody that has done anything successful, they have been, it's a level up thing. You get what I'm saying? Just like Dochi, you can see old videos of Dochi, her probably, you know what I'm saying, doing vlogs or whatever creative she was doing back in the day before she was who she was. You get what I'm saying? I mean, shit, I appreciate it too. Saying it could be one. You know what I'm saying? Dang, why you a hater, man? That's crazy, but it's all good though. I appreciate the energy. You get what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Maybe this video go on the YouTube algorithm and pop. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Can't call it, man. You just got to keep trying, cause failure is not an option. You know what I'm saying? Like you playing a video game, someone whoop you one time, you just give up. Oh fuck it, man! I can't be the boss. Nah, you just gotta relentlessness. You get what I'm saying? That's what everything in life. Shit, it's only gonna. You can't appreciate the good if you ain't go through the bad. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. Can you imagine anything that you're doing? You just got exactly what you want. You won't appreciate it. So easy come, easy go. But when you take your time and work on whatever, build whatever, it's there to last. It's just like what Dr. Dre said in the intro to Pimp a Butterfly, where he's like, anyone can get it. The trick is keeping it. I'm probably butchering how the fuck he said it, but that's the point. You know what I mean? Giving up is not an option, man. Um, Oh, yeah. So with that being said, I just wanted to go ahead and give y'all a little insight on where I'm at. I'm gonna try to be a little more consistent with the lives. I was just talking to my sister, and she was on some shit like, man, you gotta tap in. You feel me? Like you woo woo. And I was like, man, not that I'm making excuses, but the reasons why I'm doing the things I'm doing is valid. And I'm working on, you know, saying less and doing more. But anyways, I'm about to tap out because I got some things I want to do before I gotta take my ass to sleep because I gotta get back on the Grizzy again in the AM. Um, Working on. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to show y'all what I've been working on. I'm really on my James Gunn shit right now, and I'm saying not. And I don't mean this in a in a movie way. I'm not. I'm not being that fucking ambitious yet. But with this thing I'm working on, I'm just. I gotta get this out of my chest, and I think it's gonna be so fire. This is one. This is, you know, I could say this right because I've dropped a lot of music and I love everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I've never given myself like the proper like like rollout, but more so of like, I'm gonna do exactly what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And do it exactly how I want to do it. And I I haven't done that for myself for real. Like I give myself a deadline. I make sure I hit that deadline, and I'm just like, I bet this shit. You know what I mean? This time, I'm actually taking my time and doing something that I'm really excited about, and like. I can't conform, bro. Like, motherfucker, like when you got an idea, you got something that you want to do, people try to talk you out that shit, bro. People that love you, and it's not because they don't give a fuck, but you know what I'm saying? It's almost like they project their fears on you. You feel me? And sometimes you gotta block the noise. Like you gotta really what you wanna do. Like, and if it's right here, you gotta do it. Like just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because I I give an example. Um, I have a friend of mine who she was pursuing something that she ended up losing passion in. But because she was pursuing that, that led her to where she's at now, to now where that one pursuit put her in position to do what she actually wanted to do, and those things now correlate with each other. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's it. So like, if you following your passion and you're in tune with your purpose, those things have no choice but to line up. That's just how life works. But anyways, man, I just want to say thank y'all to whoever's been tapped in. Um, what the fuck? My bad, y'all. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been tapped in. I'm actually about to tap out because I got some things that I want to do prior to going to sleep and working on some stuff. Man, oh man, I can't wait. I really could be here and talk for hours low key, but I gotta manage my time correctly. You know what I'm saying? So, I'll catch y'all later. It's your main man, the Amaury Love. The Diamond Teeth and check out the game channel. I got some stuff that's gonna drop on there as well. Peace.